it's always fun to watch the next generation of basketball, RJ. The youth movement is certainly on for both of these teams.
Man, it's so great to see the young guys get some experience. The more playing time they get, the more comfortable they become. This is going to be a really good game.
And now Indiana's starting group. We've got Miles Turner, Neesmith out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Halliburton, and it's Nembhard in at the 2. Here's Thomas. And the basket by Bridges.
A nimble play by Bridges inside, navigating the contact and getting to his finish.
Halliburton surveys the floor. He drops it from range.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Halliburton against Schroeder. Bridges outside. Here's the floater. That shot off the mark. About a minute into this first quarter. Neesmith passes to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
The agility of Turner is huge in these pick and rolls. He's hard to prevent from scoring in these situations.
Pass to Schroeder. Over Halliburton. Shot's good by Schroeder.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really gives the defense just another thing to worry about.
And you don't see many teams take these shots as often anymore. It's nice to see them take advantage in this area.
And here are the Pacers now, following the bucket by the Nets. Nembhard, the pass to Turner. Off target from outside.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
And Grant, this Nets team trying to set their identity at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, well, with the players they have on the wings, led by Mikal Bridges, they have the personnel to be disruptive. Long, mobile, and switchable. They give you lots of trouble.
Now here's Halliburton. Now here's Turner. Pass to Nembhard. The teardrop. And it's good on the lay-in.
Good find there by Turner. He sees an opening and swiftly feeds the ready shooter.
Halliburton against Schroeder. Here's Thomas. The rebound by Turner.
He was so well positioned to interfere with the shot.
Textbook defense. Take a good angle to the shooter and bother the release.
Halliburton against Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Halliburton misses.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
Here's Thomas. Siakam pulls down the board.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Johnson with the defensive effort.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now here's Schroeder, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Here's Thomas. That shot off. Halliburton with some nice D. Down low. Here's Siakam. Johnson with the defensive effort. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. They trail by 3. Pass to Bridges. Here's Thomas. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
That's got to be a relief. After 3 straight misses, he finally gets one to go.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Last time they met was in Indianapolis.
In their last game against this opponent, they secured the win because their second unit really stepped up.
Yeah, the reserves add another dimension to their offense, and the opposition had no answers on how to slow them down.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Watford's checked in for Claxton. Finney-Smith comes in for Johnson. Walker, he's checked in for Thomas. And it's Smith in for Schroeder. A big group substitution here for Indiana. Walker, he's checked in for Turner. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam. McDermott's checked in for Nesmith. And it's McConnell in for Tyrese Halliburton. Now here's Smith. And right now he's currently putting up 6.5 points per game. Nice shot by Walker. Now McConnell. A minute 29 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Toppin. Now here's McDermott. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Bridges. The Nets have gone 4 of 9 in this one so far. Richard, you got to love how Mikal Bridges rises to a challenge.
A very hungry player, but also selfless. Bridges hustles to be whatever you need him to be. And like you said, there's a lot to love about that.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. 46 seconds left in the first. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
McDermott outside. Here's McConnell. And that one's good.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Brooklyn trailing. Outside Walker. Outside Finney-Smith. And the Nets miss again. McConnell with it, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. McDermott right side. Shoots over Bridges. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
The ethic of Bridges is really special. You see it on the defensive end of the floor, especially.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. It's the Pacers. They're up by 3. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Cameron Johnson. Then it's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Smith in at the 1 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Smith. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Indiana's a team on the rise. Coach Rick Carlisle said this is a new era of Pacers basketball, a direction of youth and of going all in on a group of guys that are young, talented, and extremely high character and tremendous upside. Brian, a lot to be excited about.
No question. Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. Shot clock at 6. Here's Claxton, and the layup falls.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, get your feelings hurt.
Pass to Turner. Halliburton with the ball. And here's McConnell. Takes a 3. Claxton with a rebound. And talk about a team that's known for being unselfish. The Indiana Pacers.
Yeah, you know, BA, it's part of their core philosophy. Keep the ball moving, keep everyone involved and engaged.
Now here's Smith. He's scoreless. A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. The layup misses. Pass to Halliburton. To the paint. Here's McConnell. Doesn't go that time. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith. It's rebounded by Pascal Siakam. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now. McConnell outside. Out to the right wing. There's Neesmith with a 3. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Pacers pull it in. Siakam's got 5 rebounds in the game.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
And the evolution of Siakam continues. Seeing him make great passes like this proves he's only getting better. Ooh, scary thought.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. And Grant, these days, more and more teams. Emphasize the importance of switch defense.
It's so true in the modern NBA. Every team has to be able to switch to take away a lot of the action of the offensive team. So having defenders who can guard multiple players on the court is a must.
Sharp, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Thomas comes in for Smith. Thomas, great D that time from McConnell. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Halliburton on the wing. Shoots over Schroeder. They get the rebound. Pass to Halliburton. Over Schroeder. And Halliburton with the basket. And the assist by Turner. Halliburton's got 4 points now in the quarter. And for the Nets, they're shooting a rough 25% for the field in this game. Out of bounds, it'll be Indiana's ball. And a chance here to check out some stats for Pascal Siakam. And the Pacers making a change here. Jackson is checked in. Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. The Brooklyn Nets kind of hit the reset button early in 2023, dealing away star power.
Yeah, it was a big decision for that franchise, sending themselves back to the drawing board in some respect. But they got a ton of picks for Kevin Durant. They got a ton of picks for James Harden. So they have set themselves up to be in a very good position moving forward.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Siakam, he's checked in for Jackson, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. And Siakam gets it to go.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Can they get it? The shot won't fall. Halliburton with some nice D. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Turner, no good.
If you're looking for ways to help your team, that's last on the list.
Not only a terrible shot, but also at the worst possible time. That's just not a good idea.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Watford's checked in for Brooklyn. Bridges comes in for Johnson. It's Bridges on the wing. And there's the rejection. And so it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Just 5 to shoot. Beyond the arc.
Just an ugly show for him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Siakam, pass to Nembhard. Here's Neesmith. He's guarded by Bridges. The basket's good. And the Pacers lead by 10.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Now here's Schroeder. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
And the Pacers with possession here. Halliburton outside. fires away from way outside. Brooklyn with the board.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor, but his teammates have picked up the slack.
And one of the better defenders in the league, Grant, Mikal Bridges. He'll lock you down.
Oh, he will be often matched up against the opponent's best scorer. From long range.
Did you see where he shot that from?
About that.
Much more efficient this quarter, feeling more and more confident.
Schroeder against Halliburton. Schroeder can't get it to go.
Analytics already don't favor the mid-range jumper, let alone against exceptional defense.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Halliburton. Only 5 games left to go, and then it's playoff time. Let's check in on the East. You look at Indiana, 6th best record in their respective conference right now, hoping to end the season on a high note. And of course, Brooklyn. They currently find themselves down in the bottom of the conference.
Checking out the Pacers, just about everything they've tried this season has worked. The system they run is a perfect fit for their talent. Everybody's on board.
Well, they've created their own breaks because of how well they played throughout the entire season. But now is when things start to get really tough.
And the Pacers making a change here. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Walker. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Neesmith, he's checked in for McDermott. And it's McConnell in for Nembhard. And the Nets with possession here. 11-point game. They host the Pistons after this one, and that'll be their second of 4 total games at home.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Turner inside. Walker against Halliburton. 5 to shoot. Fires from way outside. Schroeder with a rebound. And Schroeder has got the ball here for the Nets. And the jam by Walker.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
Lots of room. No good that time.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
And so we've reached the end of the first half of play.
19. The Pacers, 26.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside. For the Pacers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it out to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And we played through the first half. Plenty of basketball left in this one. Here's Schroeder. Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. Miles Turner out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Halliburton. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Nembhard in a shooting guard. Johnson on the wing. Back to Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Thomas misses.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Well, Grant, the Pacers made no secret about their focus on improving defensively.
Yeah, BA, I mean, that's how they'll take the next step. They rank near the bottom in a lot of defensive categories, and that has to change. And, of course, they know it.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to Claxton to the middle. Here's Johnson. And a nice finish on the layup. Johnson's got his first bucket in this one.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. What matches that might be discussed at halftime? That's going to be on the film.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Mikal Bridges is a premier defender. He said, quote, people take it for granted how tough it is to guard the top perimeter players in this league and not be able to really touch them because they're going to get the foul call. You've got to guard these matchups one-on-one, and I think we can take him for granted. BA, he's on point.
Yeah, he does have a point there. Thanks, Allie. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball. And a chance to look at the block shot numbers over the last few seasons for Miles Turner.
And his shot blocking hasn't been nearly as potent as it was a few years ago. It's a shame, really, because his ability to intimidate the other team and be a big presence on the defensive end really gave his team an edge.
And he got whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
I consider Mikal Bridges a high motor player. He's always ready to turn up his energy if he thinks it will help him get the better of it.
Now a timeout called by Indiana. And without a superstar scorer, Greg, the question has always been, how does this Nets team generate enough offense?
Yeah, well, hero ball is not going to work. I mean, they've got to push the pace and trust one another and go from good shot to great shot.
And some changes here for the Pacers. Toppin comes in for Pascal Siakam, and McDermott subbed in for Nesmith. That's good from Bridges. Bridges hits them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Indiana leading. And they get it back. Toppin outside. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Toppin. And it's the 2K leaderboard. The block leaders in the NBA second half of the season. Miles Turner is second.
Tough to take the ball inside against him. His focus right now is at another level.
The Nets have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. And foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game. Smith, he's checked in for Brooklyn.
Now into the lineup for your Nets, Dennis Smith Jr.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. Pass to Thomas. Back to Smith. Clock at 6. Shoots over Halliburton. Can't get the go-ahead bucket.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And out of bounds, the Nets will take it. Finney-Smith checked in for Thomas.
Into the lineup for your Nets, Dorian Finney.
Brooklyn trailing. Pass to Claxton. Oh, and Turner with a block.
An impressive shot blocker. Turner's combination of size and timing on defense is so valuable.
Johnson on the wing, defended by McDermott. Here's Finney-Smith. Connects from downtown. Finney-Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Pacers have gotten off to a rough start.